Hello, and welcome to Learn to Play Pinball. I'm Billy Pintips, and we are on episode 10. So thank you to everybody for the support, and we made it this far. So we are continuing to roll here, and a lot of you are probably thinking, what's this? What is up on my screen right now? What is Zaccaria Pinball? What is this? And I'm here to let everybody know that, well, tell everybody what Zaccaria Pinball is and why it's significant and what we're going to be talking about here tonight. So, first, go down here to info. Zaccaria Pinball is a company, whenever there was the big three going on back in the heyday. You had Bally Williams, then you had Gottlieb, and then you had another company known as Zaccaria or Zaccaria or Zaccaria. Everybody I've talked to says it differently, but for this purpose, we're going to call it Zaccaria. It was founded by three brothers, Marino, Franco, and Natalie. So that's why you see the ZZZ and the MFN logo. That makes sense there. And they were Italian, and they had a factory in Bologna, and they began manufacturing pinball arcade games. And as you can see there, it says they were the third largest manufacturer of pinball machines in the world at the height of their popularity. So their machines were out there in the late 1970s. That's whenever they were big. And in the late 80s, that's whenever they faced bankruptcy and they had to sell. So this here, you really don't see too many of them in the wild. Zaccaria machines. I've seen a few here in the Pittsburgh area. There's a lot of them I've seen at Pastimes Arcade in Ohio. They have around 13 of them there. So this could be significant to play and learn some of these tables here, because they are in competition play if you're out there. This Zaccaria Pinball, this virtual version of it, was blasted and pretty much cast aside because when it first launched years ago, a number of years ago, it was terrible. It was buggy. It didn't play well. And recently, as of a month ago, I believe 2 months ago, it got a Ghost Shadow update and it's playable. So here today for our 10th episode special, we always usually play Pinball FX, Pinball Arcade, but now we're going to do a review Zaccaria Pinball, and is it worth your time? So let's go ahead and jump right in here to what we have here and what makes Zaccaria different. The interface here is pretty basic, but you can see here that it has solid state tables, EM electromechanical tables, and then they do some remakes here, which I haven't really messed with, these deluxes here, and some retro versions. It is neat here that they have story mode, campaign mode, and some zombies, so some mini games in here. So not based off of their real machine. I think the story mode is based off the real machines. You got to do a few challenges. Zombie evasion is something brand new that's not based off of real pinball. Bread and butter here, solid state tables. A lot of the big ones here, Farfalla, Double Riders. Let's go ahead and check it out here. Take you in here. What I'm most impressed about here is just the customization options. And you can see here from just the camera view looking up here, look at this. It goes over to a nice 60 frame per second view, showing the beautiful table off. This was not in the original update, folks, for what I remember. So it looks like just you're looking in the table here, checking it out here. And that's just the beginning of what you can do here. You can decorate all the surroundings, the floors, the sides. Customization is huge here in this iteration after the new update. Don't remember that. Room lights, you can change the bulb lights. You can get real deep in the customization to play how you want to play. Setting, you can also change the settings. For now, we're just going to stay here in this arcade here. We're going to go ahead Wow, look at this. You can change ball sizes. Normal, small, large. Never seen that in a pinball simulation before. Ball count you can change from the 3 to 5. And your mode here. You can go arcade, simulation with this is what I'm going to play on, original flipper gap and playfield tilt. So realistic physics for pinball wizards. That's what we want here. That's what we want to train on, trying to find that best one-to-one simulation to carry it on to playing good in real life. Yeah, and then you have some game modes over here. Just little challenges over here. I don't really remember. Maybe that was in there. Let's go ahead and see how this game plays here. Farfalla, I've never played this live in real life. I'll take him and play one that I do know, Magic Castle, here in a second. But for the most part, that was a little wonky physics. We'll blame it on that. This is a sling death. We'll just go and show some of the nudging here. The nudging is pretty realistic. You move the whole table. Let's have a ramp here. They nailed the sounds. And what's cool here about Zaccaria's is that you get a game time bonus here. This gives me a little reminder here saying this is my final ball. I've accrued some game time credits, so this is how they do their bonus at the end. You can see the timers counting down. Play a lousy game here.
Not only bad luck.
Yeah, you're telling me. What is it? I don't know what that was. That was supposed to go up there. But you're seeing some of the glitches there. So here, after your game you have here, I kind of want to get to the end here. That's why I played real quick there. You're getting some big stats here. Ball 1, ball 2, ball 3. How well did you do? Your game time bonus, how well did you do at the end? Then, obviously, so if you like stats, if you love pinball stats, this Zaccaria pinball is doing stuff that I've never seen before. So pluses in that category there. Let's go and show some other tables here. Mystic Star. And it was a popular one. But let's do this here. We played Mystic Star, or not Mystic Star. We played that last one. We were in an arcade. It's cloudy outside. Let's play at nighttime. Where do you want to go here? Let's check. Let's play. We're at the beach. Actually, no, we'll play in the city. And the lights are off here. There we go, kicked on. Nice and peaceful, actually. And this is playing well. So some tables play a little bit better than others I've noticed. So no nudge there. But with the customization, and you can dial in ball shine. Also the flickering of the lamps too. You can even go down to that if you're playing an old machine that has like flickering bulbs and bad wiring. You can make it flicker more often. Sounds like a Valley Williams sound there. Did they copy that there? Some of the trapping is not well in this. They need an update to refine some physics. I'll tell you that there. If you're like, Billy, how's the physics the 1-to-1? They're okay. It's there. You can tell it's a little predetermined with the shots. But the ball physics of it bouncing off posts and traveling and doing some dead bounces and hitting stuff over, that kind of works well. Like that right there wasn't too bad. The reaction off the pop bumpers is pretty nice. Nice little catch there. Now we're getting some good action here. Oh, a little too much here. Achievements as well too. Uploaded. That one didn't have a ball saver there, but once again, getting some nice, seeing how I did. Oh, ball 3. That was my meat and potatoes, or that's why I got gameplay time. Played for a minute 50 seconds. There are leaderboards on this. You have to go into each game and activate it. It's really strange. Like I have to go to screen here and go to online leaderboards and then enable it, but it doesn't post for the most time. So that's something that he's worked on too, the leaderboards. Here's what I also wanted to show you while we're here. Lights. So here's some customization. You can come in here and check lamp flickering on here. I can make these lamps, I mean, they're already flickering, but you can make them flicker like they're going bad, they're going out, or you can turn it all the way down and have them be very solid with no issues whatsoever. You can change the LED color types, colorful custom, do what you want. Lamp discharge, just more. This is sweet here. Worn table. You can make it worn so it's like paint's peeling off it. Are you kidding me? What is this? Is some awesome stuff here that is absolutely needed here in the virtual world. Playfield dirt here. So you can make a dirty playfield, make it a worn table. Change the rubber colors. You want to change different rubber colors? Get that in there. Flipper color. Boom. Something different. How you want to play pinball is this. So let's test that out. You're saying, Billy, I want to play. Create a scene for me to play. And I got you here. Go back to the main screen here. I want to play Magic Castle. And I want to play Magic Castle in the woods. In the daytime. No, not in the daytime. In a thunderstorm. Now we're talking. But I want the table skin to be super worn, like I'm in a haunted house. And then I also want there to be lots of playfield dirt on it. We won't make it a rusty ball. Let's make there be some dusty air in the house. And then for the physics, we'll leave it all normal there. Glass type. Let's get it dirty.
Welcome to Zaccaria's Magic Castle.
This is a nightmare table. That's sweet. You gotta admit that's sweet. Talking about physics. See how this is just getting jammed up here? That doesn't happen in the real game. All the paint is stripped off the machine. And I'm playing in the haunted house. Stolen. So, physics-wise, ball's acting a little funky up here. I should be able to sit that up there the whole time. I'm just going to let it go here for a second. And there it goes. So there, the worn table, the back glass is all crap. Table. But you're seeing some sweet lighting effects here. Something that I've never seen before in here too. You can do this fly cam too, where you can go walk around. Check a little bit of your arcade out here. And this arcade is beat. And then I can get right back into my game. They nailed the sounds. Did a very good job with the sounds. Nice ski jump. That works too. So the physics are there. Just need some tuning. If they can tune it up. I don't know if there's a bonus in all these games here. But for the most part, it gets the job done. You're playing the game, you hitting in the spawns. Sure, some of the flipper physics are off. These leaderboards aren't loading up, so that's negative there. A con. 1.78. So you got your quests. Some nice quests you got to go for. So there's some meat on the bone here. Rules. I've never had a tutorial on Magic Castle. I'll admit I'm a novice on Zaccaria machines, but here we go. I have the instruction manuals right here. So as for learning the game, all right, let's turn this back up. Table skin. Let's make this a pretty table here. Turn that all the way down. Just to show you what it looks like now. So we got that. Take all that playfield dirt off. Get that dust air off. Let's get a nice... Actually, you can play with the glass off. Let's play with the glass off. See what that looks like.
Welcome to Zaccaria's Magic Castle.
Look at that now. You can see now all the paint's on here. Where beforehand, where I had it worn, that was off. The back glass, nice and restored there. This is a great simulation. They did a fantastic job with this. Except for some of that physics up over that upper flipper. And jeez, the slings. Which is fine. This is sometimes usually what happens in these games here. There are a lot of chaos, a lot of hitting drop targets, which causes randomness. And that's... You gotta find my most satisfying shot in pinball is that ramp. Hearing that noise. Comment below. What is your most satisfying shot in pinball? I don't know. I could hit that all day and just hear that laugh. I think that's great. I also like the James Bond. The James Bond jetpack. Oh, the one that goes all the way around. That shot. That's a good one too. Nice ski jump. So it does that ramp over there well. So certain spots, ball's good. Other spots, it's wonky. But for the most part, playing Magic Castle in a thunderstorm. Losing the ball in the lightning as it comes up. That's...
Stay for the game time bonus.
Give me my Dr. Zankenstein. And that's it. Well, that was fun. So, there you have it. Zaccaria Pinball with the new Shadow update in 2025. What are my thoughts? Let's start with the pros. Stats, stats, stats. This game is loaded with stat tracking. Ball 1, ball 2, ball 3 stats, time of play stats, how many slings you're hitting, how many drop targets you're hitting. If you're a stat freak, this game's got you covered. Customization. If you like customizing the game your way and messing around with the glass type, how dirty the machine is, not having a perfect machine but making it tweak that it's kind of like how it is in the wild. You're not going to find a perfect machine out there. I think that's something that maybe some of the other companies can take a hint off. Zaccaria got it right here. It's a fantastic job with that. They did a good job nailing the sights and sounds of the Zaccaria machines. I played a few on here, and they did a good job with that. And playing in the storm, that's sweet. Well done with that. Some more weather effects in this here. Some roaring, howling wind outside. That'd be pretty cool too. So, with that, we got to talk about some cons too. This menu and user interface, it could use some work. Some of the achievements that pop up, it's just a blank white screen showing stuff. They might be able to make it a little bit more appealing to the eye. Room for that. Some wonky flipper physics, and some weird ball physics in certain areas. You can sit there and milk it, and it doesn't seem like it's hitting any rubber. It's just hitting a block of wood when it should be an actual rubber physics that's happening. So definitely, there's some work in the physics department that can happen here. As for the simulation and learning the game and shooting and how they play, the ball, it works. So where it was before this update, I had it at a 2 out of 10, maybe a 1 out of 10. Actually, when I was playing this, I was so nervous that I thought I got a virus scam, that like my Xbox was hacked because it played terribly. But hats off to whoever did this update here. They brought it and are making it playable. I did want to talk about another con that in the community a lot of people weren't happy with. I haven't really seen much of it. I believe it's on these deluxe tables, and also I didn't see it, so I don't know. There's some, I guess, AI art in here. I know that is a hot topic today among people. I guess this company is using some AI art in here. I didn't see it, and I heard that the solid state and EM tables, that is originally preserved with art in there, so those haven't been affected. I just think it's the new deluxe versions of these fake games that aren't even real games that they're using, which, and if that's the case, that's no big deal there. But I just want to make everybody aware that that is a little controversy surrounding this update. But as for playability and for the real stuff, it has no effect on that. As for the price, when I downloaded this and prompted it up, it gave me these remakes for $1.99. They're not true. As you can see, they're 2018, 2019. They're not real true games. So cool, $1.99. The real meat and potatoes here, though, folks, that everybody would probably want to get are the solid state tables here. You get 1, 2, 3. Quick multiplication there. It looks like 27 tables here are available to play. $14.99 was the price, so you can't beat that. For do some division there. That's pretty good for some quality pinball tables here that you can get some decent training on here. They're fun to play multiplayer. I was playing with my daughter, and we were having a lot of fun with these here because it's random. It's a classic, so you could sit here and milk it to be really good. But it's also fun just to smack it around. So, Billy Pin Tips, what are you giving Zaccaria 2025 remake, the updated version? We're giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Some room here. You get the physics updated, and you got a real contender here for a great pinball simulator. So, hats off to the developers here who did the update here. Looks like you brought it back to life here. Some more quality of life updates will get to where it needs to be. But for the most part, it is playable, and it is available now. So with that being said, we'll be getting back to the pinball tutorials here in some future videos. Actually, in the next video, we'll go ahead and do that. But thanks again. We're at 10 videos. Thank you again for the support and everything out there. So keep staying tuned here for all your pinball news and reviews. Learn to Play Pinball channel. I'm Billy Pin Tips. Have a good afternoon, good morning, good night, whenever you're seeing this, and we'll see you.